Are you changing bed sheets every morning because your son or daughter won't stop wetting the bed at night? Don't get frustrated because you're not alone. Bedwetting is an issue that millions of families face every night. It's extremely common among young kids. And joining me today to offer you some tips on how you can help your child is Dr. Margaret Leary, who's a pediatrician with the Schoolhouse Road Pediatrics in Guilderland, New York. Thank you so much for joining me today. What can parents do to help the children in this situation if they're going through this?
Certainly reassurance that this is a very normal and common problem that almost universally is outgrown by the time the children reach puberty. I think that the parents need to take a look at whether this has been an ongoing problem, whether it's a new problem. If it's been ongoing, then they can be reassured that this is something that the child will outgrow. Techniques to help the child be successful in being dry overnight would include limiting the amount of fluids they have after dinner. You know, each household has a different dinner time, but generally most folks are done eating dinner between 6 and 7 p.m. And a child doesn't need to have more than 2 to 3 ounces of fluid after that time. They're not going to get dehydrated, they're not going to run into problems. In fact, if they are running low on their fluid status, they can make up for that the next day, and children will do that automatically. They should also always empty their bladder before bedtime, and most parents have figured that out on their own anyway. Most parents go to bed after their children, and it is absolutely okay and not a sleep disruption to go ahead and rouse the child before they go to bed, oftentimes around 11 or 12 p.m. That gives the child a chance to be more successful by the morning.
And it won't disrupt their sleep
at all? It shouldn't. There are some techniques as well. There are on the internet, you can find websites that provide sleep buzzers, and these are pads that go on the bed. They're usually waterproof.
They go on the bed?
They go on the bed underneath the bed sheets, just because they're made out of rubber so the children will sweat. And so if the water is sensed, either the urine is sensed, then a buzzer will go off and they'll wake the child at the first onset. So there also can be some undergarments that work as well.
Now, is that better than, I know there's also medication?
There's a medication called DDAVP, or antidiuretic hormone. Yes, it's a hormone that we normally secrete in the daytime to help control the amount of fluid that we keep, as well as how much we excrete. And so this is a normal hormone that will work overnight. It only lasts for 6 to 12 hours, so you don't have to worry about the child not peeing for 18 to 24 hours.
But is that recommended for the long?
It is recommended for children who are going to sleepovers or going to sleepaway camps, or are just absolutely psychologically devastated by their bedwetting. We see this more often in the older child. Almost all children will stop bedwetting by the time puberty comes.
When should parents be concerned?
They should be concerned if the child had not been a bedwetter and suddenly becomes a bedwetter. A child who's been dry overnight for years and years, suddenly starts wetting the bed. Could be a urinary tract infection. It could be the onset of insulin-dependent diabetes, which is a very serious and life-threatening condition in children. It can also be something as simple as constipation. So if the child's wetting the bed overnight, they should seek medical attention immediately just to find out what it could be. It could be something very minor, or it could be something life-threatening, and that's why it shouldn't be ignored.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Thank you. If you would like to know more about the topic or have a question for Dr. Leary, just log on to my website, parentologywithpaula.com.